Yo, yo, yo! It's EXP StoryGamerZ. What's up, folks? EXP in the house. Going ahead and about ready to bring on the experience of this story that is taking place right now in the Honkai Star Rail 2.3. That's right, it's the infamous detective here. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing started, but this is how we're going to begin. We are about ready to get started on doing something I want to do at the beginning, and that is see what I get when I make these pulls. So this is going to involve one pull. So I'm going to go ahead and just do one pull on this banner and see what I get. Ironically, I've gotten some really great pulls, even with one pulling instead of 10 pulling. But I don't really care whichever one floats your boat. You can do one pull, you can do 10 pulls, and you may get what you want right then and there. So it don't really matter, really, you know. Some people are like, oh, I got like all these 10 pulls, and it's like, yeah, you can get a lot of 10 pulls, yeah, you can get like one pulls, but like, I got like a silver wolf with just one pulling, you know. So whether it's one pull or 10 pull, you do what you want and then you see what you get. What you see is what you get at the end of the day, so I'm not tripping. If I don't see her popping up, I ain't got to worry about a darn thing. I'm going to keep getting some stellar jades and just keep pulling, just keep pulling, just keep pulling. What do? I pull. That's it. But I don't like to boast or try to be like coming up in here like, oh yeah, I'm the best. She's doing all these nice pulls. Just having fun, man. That's all it is. Just having fun. I once I exhaust all the stellar jades I have and counting for what, 160 each. All right, I got a 4-star. Awesome. So I got an idling for Shui. That's how I pronounce her name. Shui. Well, that's how it's pronounced from the English VAs during the dialogues with her around. So it was like Shui. I think I have room for. I think I gotta be able to do one more. I think. Okay, and there we go. And then this is the last one for now. Nope. Okay. And that's it for now. Here I am, ready to go ahead and continue the quest line for Penacony. Continue its story to its full fruition, and just by the title Farewell Penacony, yes, this sounds to be the official goodbye to the whole quest line of Penacony. Of course, like any other major quest line in the other planets and regions we've attended, sometimes we might end up going back to places like Penacony for other story elements, perhaps. But for now, this is the official farewell by which we will deal with a certain situation, as I've seen the trailers, and all of you, I'm sure you've seen the trailers as well, involving Sparkle and the explosive dolls and possible third death sacrifice of Firefly in helping us get rid of the one doll that's there that she flies up that is probably going to explode in her hands. But we'll see how it ends, see how it goes. So what's going to happen now? So I'm going to go ahead and let's get to the main quest right now. But let me get my, hold on. Yeah, this is my team right here. Well, no, actually well, this is a team I was using a bit earlier for something. But let me just switch. I mean, this is soul break. I mean, I'm giving them all these names and everything. I'm just making up names. Like I just don't care. Ultimate ratio. That's what I know. I'm just being fun, you know. But that's what I just came up with at the time. Thought it might be some better names, but hey, it's just the name I give him, and that's the name I'm sticking with. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get right to the major quest here. You wake up in a dream pool. Yeah, you woke up this time from Enna's dream. The Stellaron was sealed while you were out, and all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. She also said that the family has invited the crew to the family's Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting. High-end cruise ships, luxury banquets. Now, this is what a celebration banquet ought to look like. What else are you waiting for? Get ready to set off. And this is where apparently Sparkle's gonna have those dolls for. Okay, for that occasion. So let's solve it and put an end to the troubles of Penacony for now.
One's hexachromatic position is always in flux.
We've come to the realization that this whole time we were inside the Enna's dream. We were just inside the dream for like completely. Like it was just like, I don't know, Inception, Dreams in a Dream, just Inception stuff. Stuff that even got me your brain going haywire. Like what? All right, here we go. I'm gonna let this play out.
Up. The sun's frying your butt.
He said the sun's frying. What? What?
Are you okay?
He said the sun's frying your butt. What?
Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out.
You said the sun's frying your butt. Like what? Okay, well, actually, it's funny. This conversation does seem like deja vu in a way.
What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day,
just checking.
I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony.
Yep.
I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
Well, I know I'd be like, you'll have dark circles under your eyes. Well, I'm certain the Stellaron was sealed according to what the information said, and where are the others? I mean, she'll let me know about that, but so they sealed it up, huh?
The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories.
It took a chunk out of them.
Family's official statement was like,
it took a chunk out.
The Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt. After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting.
She's just repeating the details.
Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
I was just wanting to see if there was any other new information, but it's just the same thing. It's alright. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and set off.
After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in reality.
I tell you. So what is the Radiant Feldspar?
It's a massive airship, and it's awesome.
An airship?
I heard it's never shown to the public. Only VIP guests of the family get to board it and enjoy the breathtaking views of Penacony. The Iris family sent us a bunch of souvenirs. Fruit baskets, plus this fancy button model. After you're back on your feet, you can enjoy
fancy
them
button
all.
Model.
We are pretty much celebrities on the planet of festivities now, aren't we?
Well, we did free everybody else from Enna's dream and mind control puppetry that was pulled by Sunday with the use of a Stellaron, everything in between. So Yep, that pretty much sells it all. Well, so tell me more about the current state of Penacony. I'm
The
really curious.
Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories. The family's official statement was like, "The Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt." After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting.
So, what happened to you in Anna's dream?
Why the sudden interest in that?
Just
Well,
curious.
I was dragged into this sweet dream. I felt a cold tentacle diving into my memories. But something else was there. So the tentacle suddenly disappeared. And then I dreamed about stuffing my face with delicious food and going on a shopping spree. Sunday didn't seriously believe that was the life I wanted, right? Breaking free from that cheesy illusion was just a piece of cake.
Okay. So you were definitely on that hungry and just like continuing shopping and everything. Hope you weren't trying to be a kleptomaniac or anything March 7th. But no, I'm kidding. So all right, well, let's go meet up with the others.
Yeah,
let's
let's
do it.
go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You
Yeah, they
already
went to
asked that
Epsilon.
when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd
Sorry,
say
moving the
you
arrow. I
were
have to remember
fond of
keep that
it.
arrow away from the screen.
Just a heads up. You're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name.
Samuel. Huh.
Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities.
An unforgettable reward. Okay.
How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Yeah, that's Blade.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oat cake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Just the sense of freedom for her in this situation is just splendid, man. I mean, she's following these scripts, but then, like, after we just went through, we just see, like,
Director Topaz.
just the wonderful
The
thing she
family
can
ambassadors
do
are
some
still
things for
inside making
herself despite
preparations,
the script.
but the big boss hasn't arrived.
And that's good.
It'll be a while before the conference starts.
There's
I'm
still
afraid.
more. So this must be the place,
Quite a
the
spectacle.
airship.
The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship named the Radiant Feldspar belongs to the Alfalfa family.
Ah.
This conference
The
between the
Alfalfa
IPC
family
and
owns
the
this
family
thing.
will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at it. Well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew. The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
Serious.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at
Talking
the
about
table,
Jade?
it's the others who need to be cautious.
Yeah, I think they're mentioning
Just
Jade.
tell everyone
Big
on our
boss.
team to stay focused on their tasks and
Big
not
boss
worry about
Jade.
the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences.
Ah,
I
she don't
mean-
like that.
Really serious.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Better not call her Big Boss then. Okay. So I guess I gotta take the elevator to a lower level. Oh, what's going on? My mouth feels so hot. So Topaz, the aviator. Okay, so she's right here.
I tripped and fell right here.
Let me listen in, enthused male guest. Perhaps this is predestined. I originally wanted to go for a swim, but the deck was drenched and this was where I slipped and fell. It was really a bad fall, the landing on my head kind. Yes, I was here admiring the scenery then and helped you up. But this deck is made from wet-proof and instant dry material. How did you slip? That's a really, Oh, look at these, look at this. Are they scared? What's happening? They don't like my little buddy there. They don't like. They don't like Numby. What? Or they. Well, they got hearts. Are they shy? They just. Or are they spending some time together? I mean, let's just let them have their time. Oh my gosh. There's a note over there. Can you please be more realistic? Listening to all this word of mouth news, stuff about how you can pawn your youth at the pawn shop? Stop dreaming. No, I asked about this all on my own this time. I hear Lady Bonajade is personally assuming command. Bonajade. I couldn't have been lied to. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You wouldn't know it if it hit you in the face. Anyway, I can't miss out. You're always trying to find shortcuts in whatever you do. Forget it. Since we're not like-minded anyway, we should just stop associating with each other. Ahem. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. The restaurant's private room is ready. If you two have matters to discuss, why not enjoy a brief adjournment and continue later in the restaurant? Your chat will go much better with good food as an accompaniment. Okay, see this note. Lethargic lodge. Lethargic. You're a lodger that's lethargic. Nothing better than sleeping on a full tummy. Then you got the sleepy lodge. They're both sleepy. The lethargic and sleepy lodgers. Come on, man. I had a hard time sleeping when I was at home. My condition has improved since I came here. I get drowsy as soon as my head hits the pillow. I don't feel like going to that what's it ceremony. Let me nap a little longer. Snore. Yeah, you all snore. What do you got to say? Oh, okay.
So this is the legend.
I don't trust those IPC people. They only have profit in their eyes. What a coincidence. Me neither. However what? If we don't accept their help, I think we can really restart the festival with just our lineage's influence. Yeah, so deal with it. What? Oh. I guess she really liked to... really likes to, be there and see what's happening. Okay. Something dangling from the ceiling. What? How many times I gotta tell you birds to stop messing around and hide and get back to where you're going? Sheesh Louise. I know it is playing this round. Don't pour any more Soul Glad for me. Because you consume too much. Too many of them drinks. Yeah, you need to cut it down, man. You need moderation, bro. Anyway, I heard those hounds say that the buttons have been even crept onto our Radiant Feldspar. Is that so? But we shouldn't have that many buttons here. Shouldn't? Are you not done with the checks? Are there still missing buttons? It'll be disaster if something happens. The search is still in progress. Madam, everyone here an esteemed guest of the family, please cut us some slack. We're having a hard time with the search because we don't want to offend any of them. She's searching his buttons, huh? And here we go.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
What's this? Aw, what is it,
I'm
Numby?
hungry, Numby.
See, a little hungry little fella.
Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad, right?
About an oat cake roll.
Numby! Cat!
Oh, didn't like it, huh?
Ooh. Oops. Not to your liking, huh? Sorry. I'll treat you to a nice meal once we get back to reality.
I wonder what it would have been like if I gave him the other ones. Would he still respond the same way? I mean, we're in a dream after... Huh? What you running for? Oh, you found some treasure. Okay, well, I'll join you over there in a moment. Right when I entered, I saw the shadow of a bug flash past and hide under the bed. Yeesh. Ah, my heart almost jumped out of my mouth. The memory zone has no physical entities. How can there be bugs? Anything is possible. I've even heard someone say that they saw a monster beside the trash can. I apologize. I will report this to my superior immediately. Anything could happen in the dream. Probably even be a nightmare. Thank you for finding that treasure, Numby.
Oh, free stuff.
Just kind of looking around there.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all?
Oh, that's her in
Didn't
disguise.
expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode." Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
Has anyone actually tried
What
pressing it?
will happen if you press it? Hasn't anyone actually tried?
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony? All the guests here have one thing in common. They're terrified
Terrified
of
of death.
Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please, kindly keep your distance.
Something unto death.
For your safety, please stay away from these...
Okay, Sparkle. The Charmony Festival has a new process in place. The other processes will have to be pushed back then. Eh? Why wasn't I informed about this? This was Miss Robin's personal instructions, and the family had also approved it first thing. Go confirm it with someone else if you don't believe me. Yes, I've also heard about this newly added process. It was Miss Robin who passed it down. Understood. I'll go back shortly to revise the draft for the opening ceremony process. I would trouble the both of you to reconfirm the rest of the details. Alright, we'll leave it to you then. Okay. Treasure, treasure, treasure.
Hard work pays off. Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Feldspar is owned by Mr. Oti Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family.
So,
Mr.
Oti
Alfalfa invested
Alfalfa.
a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12 hours of the dreamscape ever since.
Oh, so it's owned by Old Oti himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the most prestigious guests are invited by the Alfalfa family to board this airship. Please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Feldspar had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in Penacony for an entire Ember era. But its voyage was temporarily halted due to the recent reverberation.
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're really downplaying the whole thing. I apologize. Please continue.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Feldspar had to suspend its voyage temporarily. Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to, well, certain special reasons, the Charmony Festival, originally scheduled at the Penacony Grand Theater, had to be temporarily postponed. So, Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to the Radiant Feldspar, taking this opportunity to announce the resumption of the airship's voyage.
Ah, well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr. Alfalfa himself. Quite fitting for a legendary tycoon like him. Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye. Hello? The talent motivation department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves?
Huh.
I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it? Seriously.
Interesting.
What's your purpose?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up?
Hey, Jade, what's up?
In my
There she
opinion,
is.
you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena.
Oh, Elena.
I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
You're still so
Wow.
formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stonehearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error.
The way she approached her.
As sharp as you are,
Wowzy.
I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
So now I get to
I
witness
believe
Jade
Old Oti
before
has
me.
taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor.
She
You
got a
know
nice
why?
hat.
If we can reach some sort of agreement with Old Oti beforehand,
I mean, she got a nice look to her. Right?
gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the
Most
influence of
definitely not.
Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony haven't entirely suppressed their own desires. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
After the downfall of the Yoke family, Old Oti's
Yeah,
faction
all
became the
the
dominant
stuff we
force in
went through.
Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Right.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Now, I know that didn't get
Pretty
that chest
clear.
up there, but it's okay.
Although, you seem to have changed the order.
These
of
places
your
can be
case.
explored at my own time.
That was based on my personal experience.
Yeah, the thing with the real 6 and
I
everything.
apologize for interrupting your
Interesting.
conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Oh, goody.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor.
It's an esteemed
Remember,
supporting actor.
Our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear it wide open.
Ah. Interesting, huh? Well, considering now that Topaz dealing with the Eurilo 6 situation. Now we're just here dealing with Penacony. With Topaz is the one to play. Let me just get this treasure, and then I'll just head over to the where I need to go for the questline. Thank you, Numby.
Oh,
you
free stuff.
Well, you finding more treasure? Yeah, she really be like, let me find you find treasure there, treasure here, everywhere, man. Show me where that treasure is, Numby. There it is, right there.
Hard work pays off.
I know I don't have her Topaz in my crew. Well, maybe when her banner comes back at some point again, I might try to give it a shot. She really has good follow-up. Damn it, she really is good, especially with a team with Ratio in it. Damn, a double team follow-up is amazing.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant
So that's Old Oti.
Felspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
A special looking character there. Got that beard, nice twist beard and everything. So that's Old Oti. Nice. Okay.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Oti Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the
All
art
the
of
interesting, unique
conversation.
characters so far. This one's
I
another
always
one.
enjoy talking
we
to
get to see in
smart
person.
people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for?
Talking about
Wasn't it
venturing.
eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the Dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need
I know, I'm just
ambition
quietly
and
watching.
unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to
But I
the
do got my
IPC?
thoughts.
Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Self-listing.
Going public?
Going public, you say?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe.
Wow, want to expand it
Starting
further,
today,
huh?
Anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the
Right. Well,
biggest
thanks to
obstacle
us, but
between
anyway.
me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
Well, this is interesting. So he wants to really publicize it and bring it all around so all the universe
family had a
can
meeting
hear
with
about
the
it.
IPC?
I got this
The
information
so-called
from a
dream
message sent
paradise
by
everything.
that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor.
Right.
It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again
go to waste.
There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
Here we are. Feels like I had a really long dream. Please continue the topic. Where is Himiko?
She went to negotiate with the family as a representative of the crew. She'll contact us once her arrangements are ready.
Okay, cool.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already.
Right, and now I just want to know, what about Sunday? I mean, after everything that happened.
He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
I see.
Ultimately, the
Keeping it
public
within
perceived
their
the
own
incident as an attack
volition.
by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They
Within
believe
their own
the
family
failed
business,
to
so to
safeguard the
speak.
sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While
Pretty
quite
much.
different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep.
Hey,
Those will
Sibian.
open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you.
How come you're here too?
What are you talking about? This is
I
my
know. This is her lounge. I just want to ask anyway.
Good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique, as we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the nameless, resting in peace, and to Gallagher.
Okay. Something called Le Mus Dilati. Dilate. I don't know how to pronounce it. Guess everything is set the way it was when I did that whole quest line with all the people around and all that jazz. Chat with your fellow members of the crew. Chat.
This trailblazing expedition has been thrilling and memorable. Hopefully we've all gained insights about ideals, paranoia, clarity, and dreams from the experiences we've had.
Alright, it's the time for questionnaire. So what will happen to Sunday and Robin?
One bird longs for the earth and the other longs for the sky. Even if Robin had to stop her brother with her own hands, she won't give up on him. However, facing punishment from the Harmony is inevitable. He will face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so when did... Actually, that's a good question. Maybe, I know there was a lot of information from the previous quest lines of Penacony that I'm doing my best to recall so much of what I learned about, you know, having the Order come in the midst of the quote-unquote so-called harmony that was supposed to be existing within the family. So, yeah, it's a good question. Maybe, I don't know if I found the answer previously, but when did the Order infiltrate Penacony?
Since the family took up residence in Penacony, the Order has been hiding in plain sight under the guise of the Oak family, using the Stellaron's power to strengthen their hold on the Sweet Dream, which eventually resulted in disaster.
Yeah.
That's the claim the family makes. Whether they were truly unaware of all this is a delicate matter.
It's their claim, but it could be, may not be the actual truth. Maybe they were aware, maybe they weren't. Well, remains to be seen or heard, if ever. But anyway, did the IPC make any move?
Venturine's efforts finally earned the IPC a seat at the table. As a result, a more senior representative arrived in Penacony and initiated negotiations with the family.
Yeah, aka...
As far as the Astral Express
Lady,
is concerned,
Bonajade,
the IPC will make for an invaluable ally
and that's her full
during the
name,
negotiations
Jade,
to prevent
Bonajade.
Penacony returning to its former ways.
Yeah. That's a good idea. So what happened to you in Enna's dream?
Well, it was somewhat surprising. In that dream, I returned to my homeworld and reunited with my long-lost friends. And for some reason, Acheron resurfaced in my mind.
Huh. Interesting.
When I realized that her conclusion was not preserved in memories, I became aware of the bitter truth.
His old friends, oh my goodness. I still remember what happened with learning about the whole thing from my friend who played Honkai Impact III. Guy, Auto Apocalypse, everything. He told me, showed me the whole stories, cutscene, everything. Man, how sad. It's crazy, the things I learned about what happened in Honkai Impact III, man.
The conclusion of a journey can often be sorrowful.
Really deep story.
All we can do is to try to make sure it ends on a happy note.
He's the one who introduced me to Honkai Impact. The third, and then eventually Honkai Star Rails came out, and he's like, oh, I gotta try this. It's a Honkai game. Let me try this out. Here I am. All right, Dawn.
It's rare for all passengers to leave the Express together during a trailblazing expedition. But for Penacony, it seems most appropriate.
What about the Express?
Given the conductor's presence, there's no need to worry about it. However, it's crucial that we soon return to inform Pom Pom about the Nameless.
Right. What happened to you in Enna's dream?
In my dream, the Express stopped at many places, and passengers came and went. However, the 5 of us were always present, and the journey seemed never ending. Perhaps this could be a deep-seated desire inside me. And upon realizing this, I knew it wasn't real.
I see. I can tell by the way your voice was, just like the heartfelt breaking, the emotions, like this would be a dream, but it's just not real. I mean, even Welts is just sad, man. That's just wow. Deep. The Acheron there. I remember riding May and Honkai Impact III too, but it's just wow. I'm just discontinued. Is the Order incident in Penacony a unique case?
No related records exist in the databank, but I have a theory. The hidden dangers of the Order have always been within the Harmony. And this issue existed within the family from the very beginning. However, now that more powers in the universe are aware of this secret, the situation in the cosmos will become more complicated.
Yeah, complications. Yeah.
Like I said, we'll go and see. Once we've packed everything, we should head to our next destination.
Guess what? Something weird just happened when I was on my way over here. Someone gave me a strange
Oh,
gift.
really? Well, what gift did you get?
So I unwrapped it and found out it was a button.
It was a button.
With
Oh,
a
boy.
message on the back. Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode. This sounds terrifying.
Could it be a terrorist? I'm just so curious. Did you press it?
Of course not. Who would press something like that? By the time I turned around, the person had already vanished. So I handed it over to a nearby hound. I heard there were many similar reports before the Charmony Festival started. I'm really worried about the future of Penacony.
Okay. I do like the aftermath consistency that happens with like a lot of these side quest events. Some of them are okay. Some of them are, to me, like there's some that are good and there's some are just like mediocre at its finest. But I kind of like how you see like the lingering results. Like there, you still got the place is filled up now and everything. I don't know. It's just like a sign of just completionism. Completionist for me. That's just me. But anyway.
Ready to mix your drink?
So, what happened to Gallagher?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back.
I think the implications, because I looked back into it and everything about Gallagher, and I've come to the realization that, because he talked about virtual character and everything, about himself, that he may have actually, because the credits said that Gallagher is Penacony, literally. He's the makeup of Penacony and all this. So he was nothing more than a creation by probably some history fictionologist somewhere. So in a way, that history fictionologist won to ensure that the Nameless, they fulfilled what they done to fulfill all they need in dealing with the situation. Penacony has been settled. That's the conclusion I come up with. Ain't that something? So I don't know. I'm going to see a Gallagher ever again now. He's probably gone now completely. He is the complete makeup of all the the different people of the families, so to speak. I think it was like 32 symbols of a family, people of members of family, I think. But anyway, yeah, let's mix drinks.
Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends? We have plenty of time.
I already talked to my friends, so I'm good.
All right, as you wish. Huh. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor that suits you best at this moment.
Sweet.
Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an overwhelmingly viscous sweet
Yeah, the
taste.
drinking side quest event thing was
However,
alright.
With the right ratios,
Mixes, it was alright.
you get a uniquely sweet drink with a lingering aftertaste. Not a bad choice.
Slightly enjoyed it. It was
Let's
okay.
start mixing.
Though I miss Aurum Alley. That was my most favorite one, to be honest. Alright, so I guess we're doing the mixing drinks again. Mini wine glass, you got it. Select your less ice. 2 Dream Jam and sweet milk cream. Okay, let's see. Got the sweetness. And let's forget this, add a little lemon to it. Oh, it's gotta be, oh, my bad. I didn't look over there. The origami bird, I was like, oh, really? I can't add a lemon? Come on, man. Okay. Spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the star. Legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. I mean, what do y'all think of the drinking minigame? I thought it was alright. I mean, it was okay. I mean, the little side story thing was very interesting with the little toy, the little characters you had to deal with.
Words always fall short.
But it's alright.
If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink.
Like, to me, it was like a hit or
Blend
miss.
all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace, and to my friend Gallagher. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars, and its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Well, my heart and sorrows do go out to Gallagher. I don't think we even ever get to see him again, maybe. I don't think so. Unless his quote-unquote virtual character comes back again for some reason. But anyway, guys, let's make our way to the Radiant Feldspar. I'll wrap things up soon. Let's meet at the aft pool in the stern. Roger, catch you later. What have you been up to lately, Miss? By the way, what have you been up to lately, Miss Himiko? Hey, I was about to ask the same thing. It's a secret for now. Be patient, you'll find out the opening ceremony. Hey, I can't wait. I beat you to it March 7th. Okay. So this is where I say goodbye to you, Siban?
Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
Yeah, I wonder if we will see him again. But what if we never really do cross paths with him? That's an important question.
Then, I guess you won't be seeing him. Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of. So let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Alright. Let's go! Let's go! Back to Jade's point of view.
Old Oti is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Oti Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Seriously, she really does have a nice looking hat. I remember I said,
But
she has a nice
it'll take
hat.
some time before they arrive.
Yeah, I like
Just
the hat.
as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Interesting phrasing
Looks
there.
like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos. with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big, elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Wow, I get to play as Lady Bonajade. Yeah, she really does have a nice little design to her. She's got a whip.
There's a good child. Do as you're told. Yeah.
Interesting. So we're in this area here. Okay.
Not exactly eye-catching.
What was your dream again? Back then we were both ambitious, but now we've succumbed to the material world. You still made it as a coveted poet, whereas my dream has long since been forgotten. I see. I don't need to talk like this, but I do anyway, because I just want to talk like that.
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Excuse me?
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth, just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Okay. Before I go there, let me just take a look around here. So a treasure here.
Is that all? Hardly worth the bother.
So there's the top over here. There's like some puzzle around
Not
here.
exactly eye-catching.
Gotcha. Probably inside or something. Oh. Found you. Oh, hold on. Whip that up.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe
Down
what
to
I
serious
said,
business.
Oti? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
She's pretty much stinging and bringing the venom in this negotiation.
Indeed.
A lot of stinging
You
in here.
surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to
Blunt,
know what you have
straightforward
up your
in your
sleeve.
face.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's
Crazy.
not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death.
Oh,
Care
now.
to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure you, it won't be too hard.
She's spitting venom
You
for
really
real.
think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier
Yeah.
Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more
That's
than
just-
capable
that's
of
just
keeping
how
you
I'm
on a tight
describing
leash.
How she's acting.
However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that will never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
And you know, she's doing this while
30% equity.
Topaz is not in here.
Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
Right. The debts, collections, all
That's
that
the
kind of
brilliant part
crazy
of it all.
stuff.
The answer is simple.
Happened in year 06.
No one. There are no guarantees.
But we
It all
would beat
hinges
that.
on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, Old Oti. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers.
So that's
I
another
understand
area
your
initiative.
concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer. However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Amber Era, about the ascension of Xipe, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family
instead of aligning with the Order?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value.
And yeah, yep.
With each new world
Lore-wise,
the credit system,
we use
the
credits.
IPC adds another building block to its
Especially
cause.
when we're building characters.
Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system.
Man, ain't that something?
By then,
we buy stuff,
all
everything,
planetary
credits.
developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
And then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table.
Himiko.
Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This would be the trump card here.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal.
So she
After
brought
this
the
round of
poison.
financing, the
Topaz
IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares.
brought the Sweet Dew now.
Then, the IPC will transfer 5%
One heck of
of
strategy.
that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
Ah, I see.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Hopefully it doesn't occur, otherwise if it does, here we go again. Ain't this something, man? Yeah. She brought Venomous, she brought the poison, alright. Venomous, facts of what the IPC is capable of, what they can do, everything, and what can happen, this or that. She just bringing all that venom. Oh, there's a broken clock there. TV. screen, all that jazz. Get that
Old
chest
Oti is
later.
in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They will soon realize the situation. When Old Oti answered the last question, he represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
I really, really, really
Don't
want to
worry.
meet Diamond eventually.
Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time.
I heard that he's the emanator
Radiant
of
Feldspar.
preservation.
What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
Ah, you want to open a Bonajade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
Right.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony.
Said a lady concerned with the
return,
future of Harmony.
I've agreed to help her with something. But
I don't know who
that's
this
for
lady
later.
was.
We can deal with it after we leave Penacony. You
I'm
see,
intrigued.
That's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example.
It's a bit of wisdom
It's
right
just
there.
about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Said a final guest. Pretty much they sowed the seeds. Watering takes place and the plant will flower or so will soon bloom. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're waiting for, actually. And there's Firefly.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever.
Oh, she snuck in.
So,
Doing the stowaway stuff again.
this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship?
Ah,
I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
the Jade thing. She's gonna go there. The Bonajade exchange.
I tripped and fell right here. Just completely face planted.
What's this?
A pawn shop that grants wishes? Nah, it sounds too good to be true.
If they can really grant my wish, I wonder what they'll ask for in return.
Let me get a look at that. Got that sword there. Hope y'all get her, and I hope I do too. Get her in one of my rosters.
Is that her? Huh.
Yeah,
Vanished
that's
in the blink
me.
of an eye.
EXP.
So the Astral Express is here too.
Just running around. Nothing to see here. Have you heard? The IPC has dispatched some heavyweights here. They apparently intend to fully purchase Penacony. That includes our Radiant Feldspar. You think our jobs will be affected then? They won't be laying off the lot of us as soon as they take over, will they? No idea. I hope there won't be much change. Bah, who knows what the future holds. Please don't let nothing bad happen to Himiko. Nah, it's too late. There's gonna be something happens later. I mean, this happens to Himiko and Honkai and Patrick III. I heard about that, and so kind of makes you wonder. I checked the check-in log, which means you all should already know by now that IPC's people have all arrived. I know that already. My shift coworker told me. They've been established some pop-up pawn shop. Something about being able to grant any wish. All this miracle talk is spreading like wildfire. And even I want to go take a look when I get off work. It's too late to be concerned about whatever the IPC is up to. We should just focus on our jobs first. The Charming Festival's opening ceremony has been reassigned to be held at this place. These are special times, so pay attention and don't make a fool of yourselves.
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers, special services there. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
She goes meet the Genius Society, huh? Also, there's a mystery location on Radiant Fel- I hear that it only appeared recently. Huh? What mystery location? I hear someone open up a pop-up pawn shop on the ship that can grant you every wish. As long as you can pay the price. It doesn't sound true, but it ironically does on Penacony. I like to trade for some future success. Oh, if I could really get it, willing to accept any price. I'm trying to yank the little guy out. Get out of here. I see you, Trailblazer. You're way over there.
If I win, your chest is mine.
Who said I was betting with you?
I did.
They are still a ball of fire as ever. Sorry, but I've got to find Lady Bonajade first.
Speaking of which, have you finished with your detective work on those urban legends? Spit it out. What wonky ideas do you have this time? Hee hee, I know you were with me. Get out of there. You see a balloon way over there too. So you can use this telescope. Huh. Flowing memories in the clouds is necessarily a good thing. And what if we look to the right? Zooming in and out. You squint. Whistle coolly. Continue whistling. Yeah, get out of there. I know, I'm like, get out! I just need you to go where you need to go. Invisible cities.
Have you been to the pawn shop?
Yeah, sure.
What did you pawn?
Nothing, actually.
Then why did you go there?
Just to meet Lady Bonajade in person.
Come on, you're all the same.
So I'm gonna see this Miss Bonajade. And there she is.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have?
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the term pawn.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value to offer.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. I'll help you understand. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself if their wishes have come true. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn and make you realize what you're missing.
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a moneylender rather than the owner of a pawn shop. Well, I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'll do as she says and see what happens.
Either that, or I can go see what's going on over here.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don Hung and Void Ranger Jive.
The Void Ranger
Don't
Jive.
change the words.
What?
No, it's not the best time to do that.
Okay, that's a little funny there. Void Ranger Jive.
I'll catch up with you later.
And you see later they're taking a picture of what's going on. But he's like, don't change the words, man. Crazy. Okay.
You stupid little girl. Coming back to lose more money, huh?
Enough talk. Let's get started. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire fortune.
Really?
A big talker, huh?
Here we go.
All right.
See what's going to
Let's
happen.
see what you've got.
What? Oh, this is that thing a buddy of mine I was playing this told me about. There's a what do you call origami bird clash. Bro, this is that old classic thing where you have to try to match certain. Yeah, you have to match certain fruits and certain items on the screen and everything, and when a certain number of moves increase around bird. Yeah. At the end of the turn, the system will calculate damage based on the combat power difference, and the opponent's HP is reduced to 0. You win. I remember, what was that one? Oh man, now I'm trying to remember that one game I played. Something bot, or oh my gosh. Anybody remembers the name? It was from so many years ago, but it was kind of like in a similar style. Not quite, but similar. Yeah. Select a fruit to swap and match. Old school game. Select a fruit to swap and match 3 identical fruits to clear them. Right. Yeah, just doing that. Clear fruits to increase the bird's combat power. Each cycle has, that's always one bird on the wall. Each cycle has a limited number of moves, and the cycle ends upon running out of moves. I see. got that. Gotcha. How is this possible? Because it is, bruh. Oh, it was Bust-a-Move. But I think Bust-a-Move had a... Bust-a-Move had like a different gameplay style, but...
This can't be.
It just takes me back to Bust-a-Move. And the Street Fighter one that came later, too.
Possibly lose to you at such a crucial moment.
With all the little mini chibi characters.
Lady
Takes me
Bonajade
back.
has truly blessed me.
I'm be surprised this also relates to Candy Crush. Anyway.
Finally, my luck has turned for the better. Great new era for Stacy. The master gambler has arrived.
So gambling, those arcade games, man. It's been a while since I've been in arcades. I want to go back. I love the arcades. Okay. Dell and Dorothy.
Prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Check this out.
Whoa, what a beautiful necklace. Is it made of cymophane? It's stunning. How did you know I love jewelry made of cymophane? It has the same purple hue as the necklace my dad gave my mom. I've never told anyone about it. How did you find out, Dell?
Well, will you go out with me?
Aww.
I will.
Really? I mean, really?
I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually paying attention all along, trying to learn everything about me. So yes, I will.
Wonderful. My wish has actually come true.
So that was the pawn you got.
So, shall we go, Dorothy?
And then his
Let's
wishes
go
come
outside and
true.
enjoy the stunning views of the 12 hours.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Dell. Seems you have to go with Dorothy and check out the view.
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside.
Don't look around, just focus on your drink. Seriously, they look like a total lunatic.
Is that her?
Wait, what are you doing? What is my character doing?
Chirp, chirp. Origami bird. Hey, little birdie.
Come on. Oh, calm down already. Everyone's staring at you.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
Interesting. Looks like we're holding back from meeting the myself in the moment's notice. I think I've already heard what y'all had to say. Well, yeah, the poet thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard right. We've got him. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony, using a fake identity. And he even posed as a professor at Paperfold Academy. I've made a deal with the family. I'll leave the extradition-related paperwork to you. How'd I find him? Well, let's just say I had some help from an influential figure. Don't ask for the details. 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this guy all over the cosmos. You know, never thought it'd end up like this. Right here.
Wow.
I'm gonna hang up for now, partner. I need to raise a glass to myself.
Ah. Tears.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it?
And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
Oh, that was cute. It's like the wind blowing. It's like, oh. Wow, he's been hunting this person for 20 years and now found them. And it's like all thanks to this Lady Bonajade herself. What a very interesting character about her. So she has her ways. Definitely has her ways in all this.
So you're
all right.
back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes did come true after visiting the Bonajade Exchange. But I'm not sure what you want me to see. They all seem to be living fulfilled lives.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade Exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes.
But now the price they paid to get
I'll
it,
tell you
though.
the price they paid.
Here we go.
Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy and wanted to win her heart.
There was a price.
So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift that would impress Dorothy.
Wow.
It was a piece of
Entire
cake for
fortune.
me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Dell will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, that depends on him. Let's just hope that necklace will keep their relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took away all her close relationships.
All her close relationships.
From the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade Exchange, every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her, and it would be impossible for Stacy to make any real friends again.
She would be on her own.
She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck, but she'll never be able to use it for the people who truly matter
to her. Huh.
As for Detective Walker,
Truly a
he
selfish
spent
part
2
for
decades chasing
for that
down a
case.
wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he never caught the guy. In his desperation, he came to me. He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased.
Oh,
and he will
damn.
completely forget his own identity and all the
Wow.
sacrifices he has made.
A fellow
Interesting,
detective that's
don't you
going to
think?
lose his mind, his
Fulfill
memory.
people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater
It's been
desires.
nice knowing you, fellow detective,
When
for all your
people
work.
see others' desires get fulfilled,
Gone in
they
the
develop
memories.
their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, but it does have a goal.
Take my
In
hat
the
off
end,
for
I will
fellow
get what
detective.
I
Now it's
desire
gone.
from this whirlpool. And patience
Memories of it.
happens to be one of my greatest strengths. So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss
Guess
Samuel?
that was his final
Or should I
case.
address you as AR-26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry?
Of course she would have information on her.
I'm not surprised. You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons
Are you kidding me?
wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Man.
As
that
for the price,
sucks.
those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease are nowhere to be found.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Would the third death be the complete
Well,
relinquishment of this
There might be a
disease?
silver lining. That's all I can say for now.
I'm just wondering, man.
I see.
I'm wondering how it's gonna
no
be.
wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron Hunters are like you. Traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move in the opposite direction.
Path of finality.
I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently for that day.
Could happen.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron Hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Pierpoint know about it within a few mere seconds. What drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond, even if it could lead to your downfall?
Simply put, you and I are the same.
Really?
However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want.
There's somebody with a
Has
gun
own
back
past
there
and destined
smiling.
ends. And
Is
on
that
this
someone with a
journey,
wing?
we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief
There's two
or
others
long,
back there too.
as each of us carries a void
Oh, three.
in our
1, 2,
hearts that can only be filled from the outside.
That's 8 right now.
So, Diamond
9,
made us a
10.
promise
10
to
right
divide
there.
the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10
Hooded
pieces
figure back there in
and
the
give each of us
suit
a cornerstone to
left.
fill that void.
2 ladies to the
Mortal
right.
flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade into oblivion. So,
I'm
you
curious about the fellow
understand?
smiling with that gun back
This
there.
pledge goes beyond a mere oath.
Well, they're
It's
crazy.
our collateral in exchange for
Insane.
opportunities, wealth, survival, and a
Type of character. Don't worry, I'm
and
still
whatever
listening
we
though.
gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
So I just saw all 10 of them right there.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last attempt in Penacony. Well, it ends with hope.
Lady Bonajade, I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
Deep. Well, I just saw all 10 of those Stonehearts. The one
Turns
that
out,
interests me is the one with
meeting
the
to
gun
decide
and
the
that
future of
smile.
Penacony went much smoother than expected.
I wonder if they're like a
With
really insane
little
shooter
debate.
type character.
The
I
Charmony
look forward to
Festival's opening
seeing that
ceremony is
person.
starting soon. I should head down and take a look. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
Well, what should I do? Should I
Mountain
continue a
marsh
little
from
bit?
top to bottom. The third to last line means.
I just really went through all
Someone's
that.
slacking off right now.
Well, I think I'm going to end on a note with this today regarding what we just experienced with Firefly. So this part 1 is ending, and then part 2 we will chat with guests and check out the opening of the Charmony Festival. So most of this is the experience of us, the negotiations, see Bonajade for the first time, and then Topaz once again, and then eventually now seeing Firefly and the deep discussion. Literally, that image of what appears to be the 10 Stonehearts. One of them that interests me is the guy with the gun, and that smile, that smirk he gives. I wonder if that person is gonna be like a really crazy shooter type. You know what I mean? There's just something about that smile, and I'm like, okay, that's a character I really wanna see later on. And then the rest, you see a girl on the right, like 2 of them on the right, upper right corner. And then a hooded figure way in the back, upper left, person in a suit. And you got like the 4 in the middle, someone with earrings. So yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of the Stonehearts. Very interesting group. Very interesting group indeed. Alright, this is EXP Story Gamers ending the gameplay for part 1 of Farewell Penacony storyline and Honkai Star Rail. This is the infamous Inspector, Private Eye, Detective, Detective Conan inspired. Yeah, let's stop that. Inspired, just PI. Magnum PI. Yeah, let's just stick with that. Okay. Peace out. The like button if you like to see more. Like button if you enjoy this, and hit the subscribe if you liked to see more of my little RPG, JRPG, gaming content, live streams, and some videos. I also play some other action adventures, some little other games as well on my channel. So be on the lookout for those. But this is over. This is it. Peace out, folks. Hope you enjoy this. And take care and God bless. Later.